Chapter 1. Therin and the Wilds. Bent over a gnarled tree, Therin let the last of the ale and tavern stew escape, his body shuddering with release. The first round had left him hollow, a fleeting shadow of discomfort, but now the second wave rose up his spine, curling through the back of his head and washing out every trace of ordinary sensation. He felt it surge, not unpleasantly, but with a strange, flowing warmth. Vomit dripped down the rough bark, but the colours themselves seemed to pulse, swirl, shimmer like molten gems across the grooves and crevices, gold streaked with ruby, amber twisting into emerald. He watched it, mesmerised. For a long moment he forgot what he had been doing, forgot that he had wandered here from the tavern in search of relief. The tree stood still and ancient before him, and he could feel it breathing, in rhythm with the wind, with the murmuring leaves. He straightened slowly, stretching, hair sticking to his damp forehead. As the colours twisted in the night air, a thought struck him. Ah, now I understand. The goblins, they love shiny things just because they're shiny. The shiny buckles he had traded for the fairy leaf, the herbs that shimmered faintly in the moonlight, strange and alive. He had guzzled it down with his last mug of ale, and the boots, well, they couldn't stay on after that. In fact, he couldn't even remember where they were, so he'd gone barefoot, letting the forest floor carry him. A grin tugged at his lips. "All right, second round. Now it's about to get fun," he murmured to himself. Colours bled into one another across the horizon, the air thick with scents of grass, damp earth, and lingering ale. Sounds stretched. A bird call became a long, liquid note. A branch creaking rippled into something like music. He wandered forward, feet bare against the cool soil, letting the sensations guide him. Each step was deliberate, each breath a careful measure of awe. Shapes flitted at the edges of his vision, small animals perhaps, or illusions, shimmering with the same vibrancy as the dripping vomit on the tree. Something flickered ahead, shimmering through the trees, and it caught Therin's attention. He blinked, trying to focus through the swirling colours around him. Scales? Light glinting? His pulse raced. Whatever it was, it moved deliberately, alive and immense, waiting just beyond the shadows, and he could feel its heat long before seeing it clearly. He laughed softly. "You're not real. Or maybe you are," he whispered, not expecting an answer. Therin stepped forward, hand trembling with curiosity, fingers stretching toward the glimmering scales of the dragon. Everything pulsed, shimmered, alive with the colours of his altered senses. He felt the urge to touch it, to feel the heat, the magic under its skin. Then a roar tore through the clearing, deep, powerful, undeniably alive. Therin's head snapped up. The dragon froze for a heartbeat, then reared back, nostrils flaring. A jet of magical fire erupted, lancing outward, illuminating the trees in molten gold and violet. The blast cast a giant, terrifying shadow across the forest floor. The silhouette of a hulking figure loomed over him, immense, impossible, and Therin's heart skipped a beat. Every colour, every sound, every sensation stretched and warped around him, beautiful, overwhelming, frightening. What have I done? Is this it? Am I? Then the dragon lifted, startled, wings flaring, and shot off into the darkened sky with a final glittering spray of sparks. Therin blinked, still frozen, still caught in the vivid aftermath of the fire and the massive shadow. The hulking figure stepped forward into the moonlight, revealing itself. "Therin!" the deep voice rumbled, half laughing, half scolding. Recognition washed over him, relief, laughter. "Raka," he whispered. The orc grinned, massive frame relaxed now. "Yeah, it was going to eat you," he said. "I heard it, knew exactly what it wanted." Therin shook his head, trying to clear the psychedelics and the awe. I was going to touch it," he admitted, still trembling, still dazzled by the light and shadow. Raka chuckled, clapping a heavy hand on his shoulder. "Next time it'll eat you." Therin laughed nervously, looking around. The forest still shimmered with magic, alive and breathing, yet calm now. Then Raka's gaze swept down. "Where are your boots?" Therin froze a beat, then glanced down. The goblins," he muttered. End of chapter 1.